video, I'm going to show you what are the personal years in numerology and how you can use them to navigate your life, make decisions, and navigate through the changing seasons, the changing years in the most conscious, precise, decisive, and accurate way possible. Let's jump right in. Personal years are like personal seasons within your individual life. As opposed to a universal year, that is something that everyone experiences worldwide, the personal year runs from birthday to birthday. So no matter when you were born, the 4th of August, the 2nd of October, the 3rd of July, it doesn't matter. From birthday to birthday, you're going to shift from one personal year to the next. As you can see here on the board, we have this circular clock-like description of the 9 personal years from 1 all the way to 9. And each one of us always moves in a cyclical manner from 1 to 2 to 3 all the way to 9. And every birthday you're entering one of those personal years. Now, why is that so important? Let us talk about that right away. You see, knowing my own personal year is a bit like knowing the seasons outside. It's a very good weather forecast. If I know in what personal year I'm in at the moment, I can adjust my decision making and my action plans according to the doorways that are open for me. Every year, every personal year invites an array of possibilities, opportunities, but also certain challenges. If I know how to use my personal year to my advantage, I'm working in alignment with the universe, which means I'm going to get a lot of support and a higher probability for success. For example, if I know that I'm right now in a personal year number 4, which means that I need to put all my attention in creating stability, rootedness, groundedness, consistency, and hard work, and I'm currently invested in a certain project, then I'm going to invest in maintaining that project, making it solid and stable. I'm not going to take unnecessary risks because that's not what the energy number 4 as a personal year supports. That is much more fitting for a personal year number 8, right? So if I'm in a personal year number 8 and I want to ask my boss for a promotion, I want to maybe take a greater risk in my current job or in my current project. Maybe I want to invest in real estate or the stock market, something with more risk. That's much more fitting to the year number 8, which invites and even calls upon you to make more daring actions, even and specifically in connection with financial subjects. So as you're starting to understand, all these personal years are like changing seasons, moving from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And if I know that it's winter now, I'm not going to go outside with a t-shirt. It's going to be really uncomfortable, unfitting, I'm going to get sick. And when we translate that to our personal, internal life, I'm not going to do an action that's completely out of tune with the current season, the universal season of my life, because I'm going to be misaligned with my soul's path. So the personal years are a genius way to make yourself aligned with the Tao, right? With the Tao, the energy of life, the intelligence of life, moment by moment. In other words, you're living in alignment with the universal stream. So when the universe wants to move in a certain direction, you simply align. And when that happens, you simply experience greater happiness and greater success because you're actually moving with the stream. And that's the genius side of the personal years. It's a way of tuning yourself, living in a co-creative manner, not just being carried about by the streams of life. You see, because if I try to behave let's say I'm in the year number 5, which calls for a lot of experimentation, socializing, networking, opening up, experiencing different things to gain kind of more experience of life. But in that year, I'm really, really trying to find my life partner. I want to find that kind of cozy home, someplace that I can always rely on and so on, which is much more fitting for year number 6. I'm basically misaligned. I'm trying to do a little bit the impossible, and I'm most probably going to experience much more disappointment if I'm not working with the energy of the time. On the other hand, if I'm entering a year number 6 and I'm trying to really settle for a life partner, I'm investing my energies in that, there's a much higher probability that that's actually gonna work out for me. So I'm gonna experience less disappointment and much more positive reassurance from life. Say I'm a woman and I want to get pregnant, I really want to have kids, but I want to make sure that I'm kind of doing it in the right timing, that it's also a door that's opening up for me right now. So if you're asking me as a numerologist, right, then I would tell you, look, the best years, the most fertile years, so to speak, would be 2, 3, and 6. It's not that you cannot do it in other years, but let's say you're a woman who's struggling to get pregnant. And this is something that many women experience. And this is where numerology kicks in, because it can give you solutions, or at least better time portals that can support your endeavor to get pregnant. So if you're having difficulties getting pregnant, for example, then I would tell you, you know what? Wait till you're in year number 3. Why? Because year number 3 symbolizes fertility, creative possibility. There's almost like a certain magic in the year number 3. It opens up some kind of luck, we can say. And also, the number 3 literally represents the child. It's a time of the birth of the child, right? Another year I would recommend to you would be year number 6, which is all about parenthood, family, and also the relationship between parent and child, because 6 is 3 plus 3. So these are very potent years. If you're going to be in a 7 year, I'm going to tell you that this is not the perfect year to try that out, and I would tell you to wait, let's say, for year number 2 ultimately. But let's say if I have to kind of think about the fact that you don't have so many years to wait, I would say wait for year number 8, okay, which also has this potential of thriving, of having a breakthrough. So you already start to see the incredible intelligence and wisdom interwoven to all these numbers. Now, I want to show you how to calculate your own personal year so you can enjoy the benefit of using this incredible system. So now, let us go through the way of calculation of your personal year. It's a very, very simple process, okay? So let's just walk through it step by step. We have here the day, the month, and the year, okay? If you are from the United States, then of course the month goes here, but that doesn't really matter in the end of the day, because we're gonna sum up the entire year, the entire all the numbers you're gonna get here, we're gonna reduce them to a single digit by simply adding them together. So let's say I was born on the 7th of April, okay, 4, and let's say I was and so here's the only part you need to know. So I was born on the 7th of April. Now, in order to know in what personal year I'm in, I want to write in this particular part the last year in which I've had my birthday. So at the time of the creation of this video, as we're in 2020, my last birthday has been in 2020, right? So I would write here 2020. Then I would add up all these numbers. Okay, now 2020, of course, we know that it's a 4 because it's 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0. So eventually it's 7 plus 4 plus 4, right? And that equals, we have 7 plus 4, that's 11, plus 4, that's 15, right? And 15 equals a 6. So right now, until my next birthday, which is going to be on the 7th of April 2021, I'm in a personal year number 6. Let us check another example. Let us take a look at it. So I'll quickly erase this one. And we'll just pick a completely other random date, right, to just show you how this works. So let's say that I was born on, let's say, the 1st of December, and I want to know in what personal year I am at right now. Now, if you were born on the 1st of December, your last birthday was not on 2020 yet, right? Because the 1st of December, as per the publishing of this video, is going to be in about a week from now. So you actually have to go to last year. So your last birthday was in 2019, right? And 2019, just so we are clear on that, is 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, which is a 12, which is a 3, okay? So eventually what we're adding here is 1 plus, this is also a 3, right? Plus 3 plus 3. And that equals a 7. So, until your birthday in 2020, the 1st of December 2020, you are towards the end of a 7 personal year. So as you can see, it's really easy. All you need to do is enter your day of birth, your month of birth, and the last year in which you had your birthday. And that gives you your current personal year. So now that you know how to calculate your own personal numerological year, you don't have to worry about the order of the years because they run from 1 to 9 in just the normal order you would count numbers. So 1 and then 2, and the 3 follows the 2, 4 follows the 3, all the way to number 9. You cannot be, for example, in a year number 1 and then jump into a year number 3. It simply doesn't work that way. There's a logic, there's a certain wisdom in the flow from one year to another. It's also a process of building up step by step, a kind of progression of learning and evolution, so that by the time that you get to year number 9, you've gone through all the different energies. And here in year number 9, you can get perspective, you can gain wisdom, you can see the bigger picture and prepare yourself for the next cycle, which moves into a higher octave of your evolution into year number 1. And the new beginnings that you're going to experience in year number 1 after you've finished an entire cycle, the new beginnings are going to be rooted in a higher wisdom, in a deeper understanding, and a wider experience of life. Wonderful. So now that you know what are the personal years and even how to calculate your own personal year, the most important thing is that you understand the meaning of the different numbers so that you actually can make use of the personal years and the number of the personal year that you're currently in. And for this, I'm going to add a couple of links in the description of this video so that you can read further about the meaning of each and every number. Further to that, I'm also going to add a link to the self-study numerology course that I created, a very comprehensive course that you can use to actually go much deeper into numerology in your own pace at home and make use of this incredible information for the benefit of yourself, for your own life, and for those you love. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you